I really try to give them my absolute best.
What goes into it comes out in flying colors.
It's recycled vinyl tape.
Passion leading to expression.
Making layers and layers.
A personal investment that makes it hard for Stephen Lang to put a value on his art.
With this style of painting, I'm trying to make something look antique.
And sometimes he doesn't really know how much it's worth until it's stolen.
When somebody comes in and says, wow, what a beautiful painting, how much did you pay for that? They're gonna lie about it.
Friday night, Lang says 2 pieces of this painting were well hidden outside the Wedge building. A sunrise 6 feet wide, similar to this one.
Almost the exact same composition.
Left to dry when someone swiped the work in progress.
For somebody to actually come down here, shopping for art with the intent to steal it.
Of course, every piece has a price.
Here you go.
Thank you. In this case, Stephen says his artwork literally put food on the table.
The piece was for a Bandito burrito. It was for 100 burritos.
You could say the barter worth a hill of beans, jeopardized by a crime he says on so many levels.
My kids, it's taking burritos out of my kids' mouths.
Lang calls it a violation of his livelihood and his sense of security in the city's River Arts District.
I'm not doing this for any other reason than to make a living and because I enjoy it.
Hoping whoever stole it will anonymously return the painting.
I would consider everything water under the bridge.
Allowing Stephen to finally complete his business transaction.
We'd be back in business with burritos.
The deal for meals that helps keep an artist afloat.
But I'd also like whoever stole the painting to know that to not come down to the River Arts District to steal.
In Asheville,
this is my livelihood.
John Lee, News 13.
She's marked and ready.
In one trip to the doctor and in 1 hour, this patient named Marilyn is hoping to accomplish what weeks, even months of exercise hasn't. It's a procedure called cool sculpting.
The beauty of cool sculpting is in its simplicity.
In fact, it's so simple we had to wonder if it's too good to be true. No surgery, no anesthesia, no downtime.
Ideal candidates for cool sculpting are within 10 to 15 pounds of their ideal body weight. Okay. It's important to remember that cool sculpting is not a weight loss procedure.
It's for people like Marilyn who can't get rid of fat in certain areas.
I run, and I'm a member of a gym, which I go 4 to 5 times a week.
Here's how the machine and procedure works.
It's essentially a vacuum cup with cooling plates. It pulls the skin and fat into the cup, and those cooling plates cool down the skin and fat to just above freezing. That selectively injures the fat cells, and the body reabsorbs them over 3 months.
When losing weight, fat cells become smaller, but not the number of fat cells. In cool sculpting, fat cells are frozen or injured. Then the body's immune system naturally gets rid of them. When fat cells are no longer there, well, they can't get bigger. So the area that's treated ends up with a thinner layer of fat.
It's important to remember that cool sculpting is not a weight loss procedure. You do not lose any weight with cool sculpting. It's not a treatment for obesity.
Some before and after pictures show how fat can be reduced in those hard-to-lose areas, like a small paunch on the lower abdomen. This after picture is 8 weeks after a couple of treatments. Or trimming down love handles on the sides. This after picture was taken 3 months later after 2 treatments.
It's a tugging sensation, and it's starting to feel really cold.
Results from a clinical study for the FDA shows no serious adverse events were reported, and results supported safe and effective use of the device. It was cleared by the FDA for use in 2010. As for risks or side effects?
The risks of the procedure are actually very transient and very minimal. Some people might experience some mild bruising, maybe some skin sensitivity for about a week.
For Marilyn,
there isn't any pain.
The cost for a cool sculpting treatment can run from $750 to $1,500, depending on how many areas of the body are treated. For some, it beats liposuction when diet and exercise are just not enough.
I'm glad I did it.
This particular park, the trees do something very interesting to me. It's like they're dancing. They hear music that I don't really hear. I don't know if it's the wind or I don't know why these trees are all these angles. And painting outdoors, you paint for 2 hours. So you really have to limit your time and capture what you want. To me, it's just being outside, experiencing North Carolina weather. It's just fantastic here. And I love being outside.
You just show up. It's free, it's open to the public. You would bring your own materials and paint. It's a great way to meet people and get out of the house as well.
I know. I saw this the other day and I said, oh, that's such a neat old tree.
Isn't it? I don't know if I'll do it. I won't do it justice, but that's okay.
I can get everything in there.
Yes, and that's key. You get it all in one spot.
Just to meet other people who value art, who value what you do, and who you can learn from and who can learn from you is just a fantastic experience, one I've never had in my life.
But sometimes you just have to tell yourself, stop and look.
It's nice how you got that dappled shade.
Get outside. Even if you're not a painter, you know, we have such a beautiful place in this area to do stuff. And if you get out and experience it, I think you're better.